Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here, and in today's video, I'm bringing you guys my review of the Lilliput 7-inch HD video monitor. And this can be used to monitor your camera, to plug into a video game console, lots of different possibilities. But before we get into actually reviewing it and talking about how it works, let's take a look at the actual monitor itself and some of the accessories that come with it. And so if we look at the front of the monitor, we can see that we have our 7-inch HD display. This is full HD 1080p, and it can have different other resolutions that are below 1080, but 1080 is the highest it can go. And then on the bottom, we have a speaker on each side, and then in between, you have your battery indicator light, whether or not you're still charging, if your battery is completely done charging. Different controls for your menu, your plus and minus buttons, left and right select buttons. Then your AV button, which controls what source you're using, HDMI, AV, DVI, and then you have your power button. And then next to that, you have just a Lilliput logo and branding, and then you have a headphone jack. And then on the top and on the sides, you really don't have anything. But on the one side, there is a tripod thread where you can put in the tripod mount. And then on the bottom, you also have another tripod thread where you can put in another tripod mount. Now on the back is where we have all kinds of different stuff. Here, you can have all these little different inputs. You have 6 different inputs. They say YN, V1, PB, V2, P1, AV. I don't really know what all these mean. This says it has a YBR, PB input and BNC input. I don't really know what any of that stuff means, but you can buy adapters on the internet that are BNC male to RCA female, and you can plug them into these, and then you can plug in something like an N64, a DVD player. But you can also plug in straight into your cable, watch TV on this thing, and then of course it has an HDMI input, which is what I use for all of my uses with it, putting from the T3i, the Toshiba Camilio, right into the HDMI import, and it works just fine. And then you have your on and off switch for your battery, whether or not you want to use your battery or just use AC power. And then you have your AC power or DC power adapter where you plug into the wall. And then we also have the battery backplate, which houses our battery, which can be charged either while it's in the actual monitor or in an actual charging kind of dock or station. It's really not a dock, you just kind of plug it in, it has an adapter. But that is one of the accessories. And speaking of the accessories, let's go over each of them quick. First, you have the manual. It's nothing really fancy, just explains how the menu works, all the different things on the monitor, what they do, what they're for. And then you get a remote control that you can use to control the monitor. That's what it's for, remote control. And you can change the volume, you can change the menu, you can change the source, turn it on and off. Then you have your power supply, which you can plug directly into the back of it. Then you have a stand, which isn't the best. It kind of works and it kind of doesn't work. It's top heavy, but it has a sticker you can peel off and you can stick it to anything with a flat surface, but I haven't done that yet. But it also has screw holes where you can screw it onto a wall or some kind of faceplate that you can adjust. But I really haven't used this much. What I use most is the hot shoe adapter, which you can screw into the bottom of the monitor, and then you can screw that or screw a tripod head onto the bottom of that, and you can just set the monitor right on a tripod, which is what I do, and it works very well. And it also did come with a HDMI to mini HDMI cable. Mine did. Some people said theirs didn't. I'm not really sure why or what the deal is. People might be getting different models. And then we also have some sun shaders. Now, this sun shader works perfectly fine. This regular one, all you got to do is slide it on. If I can actually even do that, we'll see how good I am. Right there, slides on just like that. I haven't used this. I haven't used this thing at all outside. And it also comes with this bigger one that has Velcro, and I honestly have no idea how to put this thing on. I mean, it says it can work, but it has all these Velcro straps, and there's another one that came with an extra one. But how are you supposed to Velcro that on there? I don't know. So what I might do is cut off the straps and put actual Velcro strips on the sides of it and on the sides of here, because I don't know how else I'm going to use it. But it's there. It came with it in case you do want to use it. And so that's really all there is in terms of accessories that are really important. They also give you another one, which is just a little charging mechanism type of adapter thing where you can actually plug your battery into one end and then your AC or DC, whatever that's called, into the other end. That way you can charge an extra battery if you had one that was outside of the actual monitor. But that's completely it in terms of accessories and everything that comes with it. Like I said, some people said theirs comes with an HDMI cord, theirs didn't. Mine did. So it's not that long either. It's like a 3-foot cord, maybe not even that. And it's barely long enough to get anything done. So you should go ahead and order a longer one, like a 10-foot one or something like that. You can get one for $7 off Amazon. But you should get a longer one anyways, because this really doesn't help you at all if you're trying to monitor something that's far away from a camera. And so here's an example of it being on the hot shoe. You can put it on something like an L bracket and it can sit right there. I actually don't have a screw with it, like that screws it down, makes it tight, because I ripped like all of my different tripod mounts and hot shoes apart to use them for different things. But it can sit right on there. If you tighten it up, it's fine. Your camera would sit down here and you can monitor it like that, or it can fit into a separate tripod that's completely away from the camera like I use it. Very versatile. This is my favorite accessory, of course, because it also lets you view it from any angle. It's a ball head on it, so you can turn it and loosen it up. You can turn it around all kinds of different ways and just move the monitor into any position that you need it to be in. Now, I'm going to talk about what I use this monitor mostly for, and that is for a live video feed monitor for my Canon T3i, which I'm recording with right now, so I don't have it to look at to see everything. I kind of have to try to look at the tiny viewfinder, but that's what I use it for the most, and it plugs right into the back. And sometimes with Canon cameras, you have an issue where it'll flicker whenever you're trying to record. That can be easily fixed. I found a video by DSLR Film Noob. And if you change the input on here to DVI, it'll always take an incoming standard definition single, no matter what's actually coming in. It'll read it as standard definition, because whenever the Canon T3i and some other Canon DSLRs, whenever it's live previewing, it's showing it in HD on the viewfinder, but as soon as you press record, that actually changes to standard definition. For some reason, it still records in HD, but it changes to standard definition, and that messes this thing up, and then has to reset the HDMI input and reset everything, and then eventually it shows up with the preview again. But if you set this to DVI, you won't have that problem. Just figured I'd let you guys know just in case anybody has that kind of issue. I did, but I found the video by DSLR Film Noob, and that definitely helped clear that up, and so I have no problems with it now. But I use it with my DSLR camera, like I said. It also works with really any other camera that has an HDMI mini out, or really HDMI out, that you can connect into this HDMI port here. And then you can also connect it, cameras and other stuff, via the actual different inputs that are on the back. But I haven't really messed with those at all. But I also hooked up my Wii U to this just to test it out to see if it worked, and it worked just perfectly fine. You could play video games on this thing if you really wanted to. The speakers work nice. They're nice and loud considering how big this thing actually is. And the headphone jack works just fine, just as you expect it to. But some people are saying their models don't have a headphone jack. And on the manual for mine, it doesn't show the headphone jack, or on the box. But this one has one, so I was happy to have one. I can't promise that yours will, but I ordered mine. I'll give you the page that I ordered mine from, and mine did come with the headphone jack. And so I'm happy with it. I think it's a great addition if you're looking to expand your video equipment, because not only does it making just watching yourself easier, now I can easily see if I have enough headroom in my shot, if I'm in focus or not. It just makes the overall production process a lot easier. And so I would definitely recommend it if you are looking to better your production process. And plus, if you're recording from far away, if I was using something like the 50mm lens with my T3i, my camera would be the whole way across the room. How in the world am I supposed to see that I'm in frame or anything from my little viewfinder on the T3i? So that's when something like this would definitely come in handy. You just set it close to you, get a long HDMI cord. That way you can see everything right beside you. And so that's just one example you could use it. Some people put these things in their cars, hook up video game systems, I guess. I don't really know. The possibilities are really endless with this kind of thing. And so I've really enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for something like this. And right now it's $189 on Amazon. I know that might seem like a lot, but I mean, you're basically getting a little TV, and it works. It's full HD too, and it has all these inputs in the back. It's battery powered. It comes with all these accessories, and so I think it's a pretty good deal. I really haven't seen anything else kind of similarly priced. I can't say that word no matter what. I haven't really seen anything the same price range, and I actually saw this because MKBHD used it. It was in his gear that he has on a list on Amazon, and I saw it because I needed it for some different things and decided to pick one up, and I've been happy with it ever since. And the battery life on it's pretty good too. It cites it as a 2.5 hour battery with it. I don't know if that's completely true, but this has lasted me multiple recording sessions. Whenever I sit down, record a video, it takes me, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes to record a video, and I can record a handful of videos without ever having to charge this thing back up. But most of the time I have it plugged into the actual wall outlet. That way it just runs off of power. I don't have to worry about the battery. But the battery, at least what I've used it so far, has been pretty reliable, and it's pretty good. And so that's really all I have to say about the Lilliput 7-inch HD video monitor. And if you use something like this, let me know down in the comments below what you use for a video monitor, or if you would pick this up, or if you're looking for something like a video monitor, would you be interested in picking this up? I think it's pretty good. Like I said, it's a little expensive, almost $200, but it's a very solid video monitor. It don't feel cheap either. I mean, it's not heavy, but it's solid, and it's not going to just fall apart if I just hold it here. And so that's all I have for this video. Hope Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, leave it a thumbs up. Like I said, let me know what you think about the Lilliput monitor down in the comments section below. Also, check out geeksterlabs.com for more tech news and reviews, and all my social links, which are in the description below, as well as my Patreon page, my Player Select Gaming YouTube channel, and my Twitch channel. That's what that thing's called. My Twitch channel. That's also in the description below. And so that's all I have. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.